At Clifton Hill Station, situated on the famous Birdsville Track, Pete Nunn is the manager. Pete and I were on our way to the cattle yards when I noticed a lineup of old abandoned vehicles. Because I'm passionate to learn more about people who pioneered the Outback, we stopped and spent some time walking along the rusty lineup. As I walked along, I couldn't help but think that each iron skeleton represented a snapshot of an era in which individuals and families faced the many challenges of living in such an isolated part of Australia. Here with Pete Nunn and young Jesse here at Clifton Hill Station, South Australia. And Pete, I'm really fascinated with this lineup of old vehicles. I wonder if you could tell us the story of some of them and how they came about that they got put here.
Well, when we come along, they're all in a dump here, and I wanted to vary the dump, and tidy things up. So I went through it. We spent a fair while going through it, actually, and anything we thought was rubbish, we buried, and anything good we kept.
Yep.
And we like these old cars. My dad sort of taught us to, never throw anything away. You might need it one day. And it's good history. I like history and like anything like that. I'm really, you don't want to forget the past at all. Yeah. Like these old trucks was sort of the first thing they used after horses.
Just looking at this vehicle here, the contractor's Abselons McCarthy. The Abselons have been long time people around this country, haven't they?
Yeah, and one of my good mates, he's Abselon, and I asked him about that, and he said it must have been one of his uncles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, I might have had a bit of earth moving gear, like old primitive stuff, and carting a bit of stuff around too.
Yeah, so Pete, looking at this old Blitz, I imagine these would have been great in the sandhill sort of country.
I reckon every station's got one of these.
Yeah.
And they use them for old fencing trucks, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because they just
go anywhere.
Yeah, go up any sandhill.
Yeah. Mighty old truck, eh?
No, they did a good job, and
and
they must have made a surplus of them after the war. Every station's got one.
Yeah,
isn't it? They do well. They would have thought this was the bee's knees back.
Oh yeah, wouldn't they?
Yeah. No aircon, no.
Oh, never ever thought about it. Yeah.
Going about 30 miles an hour. Yeah,
well, we've got air conditioning today, haven't we?
Yeah, we're blowing in the day.
Yeah. And what about this old vehicle?
That old green truck, that was the first horse truck they had here. I got pictures. Tommy Wilson was showing me pictures when they were going out, and they still had the packs.
Yes.
They still had all the packs out. But they had the horse truck there too.
Yeah.
And they so they'd take this out and then old in the camp there, and then they had that old trailer behind. That was their first sort of bun cart there.
Oh yeah.
They had their tucker boxes on there.
And that's pretty primitive looking too.
Yeah. And they did it tough, and then they went from packs to that. They thought that was all.
Yeah, like got a water tank.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. They didn't have to drink out the clay pan.
Yeah. So some of these old vehicles, what were they, ringers vehicles?
I think that one there broke down here, and these two old ones, they were just old ringers cars. And I think this is old travellers coming through.
Okay. Yeah.
There's actually a grave up on the top end of Clifton Hills where Page's grave, we call it. There was a full family. They perished there in 1963. They broke.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole
bad story, eh?
The whole family, yeah. And
so where was that actually?
Up top end of Clifton Hills, not far from the Pandy boundary.
Yeah.
And it was just a funny time. Seismic had started up, and they were starting to drill.
Yeah.
And the better track was the one going where all the trucks have been going there to drill another hole. So
and they followed that track.
They followed that track, and then they pierced their fuel tank.
Right.
And they walked back, and the oldest boy, he'd been working at Clifton Hills, and he knew where the river was.
Yes.
And he was trying to get back. They found the whole family there at one little water hole, and then he was a bit further on. He got a bit further trying to get back to the river.
Yeah. There wasn't enough water, and the hole was dry.
Yeah. Because it was between Chris and he, I think it was record heat, eh?
Well, in some ways, they didn't do anything wrong. It was just circumstances.
Yeah, just so, and no one was travelling then, and same thing, no communication.
Yeah.
And it took everyone a few days to work out that they hadn't come fast.
That's a sad story, all right.
It is.
Yeah. Just down the end, some station vehicles there.
Yeah, old petrol car would break down here, and then I tipped the next one over.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Not driving too fast, please.
I think I was a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Blew a tyre and I tipped the next one over.
Well,
Then-
she's a good damage.
Oh, yeah. We went over a few times. Then we raided it for parts a lot.
You didn't get hurt?
I fractured 3 vertebrae on my back, and
Yeah.
a young fella with me got thrown out, broke his collarbone, and he got bad whack on the head, pretty bad. But we're all both recovered now.
Yeah.
And running late when you're a young manager and you think you got to impress everyone.
Yeah. So how far back was that?
2016.
16.
So I'd only been here 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there are a couple of old Suzukis everyone had here on stations too.
Suki. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they would have been a handy vehicle around the stop.
Oh, yeah. They were good. They go anywhere too, and they're easy to pull out of the bog.
Yeah.
Donnie Raymond told me they used to carry a double and triple block,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
trolley, and if they ever got bogged, they'd hook that up and they could pull it out by hand then.
Really?
Yeah.
Even one person could do
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, his old man used to pull them out. Yeah.
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 It's really good to see you kept all this history.
Right, like this. Yeah, we try and keep a bit of old stuff, and like, wish we had some older stuff. I think that's a sports car, that one, and
Yeah.
I was talking about doing it up.
Yeah, I don't know too. Some would do it up there, that old vehicle. Still got, yeah. As you're driving past, it really took my eye. I thought, oh, this is so good. Oh, well, thanks very much.
No, thank you, lot.
Pete, it's been a real
No,
pleasure.
I love telling people about this.
It was satisfying for me to be reminded of the days gone by and to honour the people who use these vehicles for work and recreation.